Yo, what's going on, Cowboys fans? It's your boy Foots the King. Hey. As always, man, thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing. The growth. And I'm here. We're doing, it's kind of been a staple now on this channel. 5 things that we learned from this week of OTA practices, week 3, session 3. So that's 5 things that we learned. I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to some quick hits. It's been kind of an eventful week for the Cowboys, really. You got TMZ following Dak and Zeke around, and who knows, that corny stuff I don't even bring that crap here. It's not worth doing a video over. So there's been like a lot of little things that have been kind of happening. But right now we're in that dead zone. So it's one of those things where it's like, is there really a point in making a video every day, or is there a point, does it make more sense to really hit it all? And that's kind of what I'm going to do in this recap. So let's get right to it, man. Some quick hits. David Irving, he goes off on Instagram. I told you guys, I've documented it on this channel. I don't know if he loves football. I'm almost like 100% sure he won't be with the Cowboys next year. It's just unfortunate because when you're playing with Dallas, you have the opportunity of a lifetime, really, to really maximize your brand, your skill. And, going to Instagram, social media is just not the place for personal matters, team matters. It's just not the place. These kids do it, but, be a throwback. Have some swag with you. Everything not for everybody, but to each his own. I'm hearing that Justin Marsh Lillard is out there making plays. And now I didn't have enough on it to really hit it in the meat and potatoes of the video, but that's kind of cool. Linebacker. You want this linebacker room competing, and that brings me to my next quick hit. Leighton Vander Esch has an ankle issue. It's not something that's believed to be serious, but something to watch moving forward. You got to understand these guys coming from, let's be honest, they've been training since, he's probably been doing football things since like fall last year. And you're always doing football things, but I mean like high intensity level at Boise State, and then getting ready for the combine, and I mean the bowl game he played, all of it. So their bodies may wear down, so they're keeping them out, keeping them healthy. D. Ware was at practice working with our D linemen. Had some good things to say about Taco. The Cowboys had their Cowboy U. That's pretty cool. The camaraderie, the bonding. Zeke, Dak, some defensive guys, Jordan Lewis, they're all out there having fun with the kids. That's good to kind of let them be teachers. That's awesome. Low key is like, that's legit. And then, guys, I'm going to training camp. I'm going to go out there, cover the second week of training camp, and we really get into some things. The link is in the bio. If you guys can donate $5, $10, whatever you guys can, that means the world to me. You guys know I'm not really like pressed for money. I want to make this a career, this in music, but anything you guys can do to help means the world, man. I'm going out there. I'm trying to get some footage for y'all. All right, 5 things that we learned from this week's session of OTAs. Number 1, Jaylon Smith is on a mission. So, John Machota tweeted out yesterday that he's just been very disruptive. And I told you guys that this was probably about maybe 2 weeks ago or one of my other sessions where I hit OTAs. I'm telling you guys that he's not going to give up this middle linebacker position easy. If Jaylon Smith is back to full health, which people are going to say he'll never be healthy, but I got to take this guy at his word. He's beaten all the odds. He looks bigger. He looks bigger to take on trash. Now, obviously, we got to see him do it. I think about that Rams game. He was kind of getting washed. But then again, the end of the year, he got better. So this is the natural progression. He was a rookie last year. Let's be honest. This year, if he comes in, he's locked in. He's making plays at OTAs. And, somebody's saying right now it's OTAs. It's OTAs, but they're doing football things. They're competing. You're getting ready for camp. So, if he's further along, which naturally he will be than LVE or, whoever else, listen, Jaylon Smith's on a mission, guys. I'm serious. Number 2, it looks like Allen Hurns and Dak are really gaining some rapport. And they're growing. And I like this because we don't need Allen Hurns. Allen Hurns can't be Dez. We don't need Allen Hurns to be Dez. We need Allen Hurns. I think of Allen Hurns as being, number 1, being healthy. Like, let's not forget he had some injuries in Jacksonville. I think of him as just being that possession guy because there's going to be games, and I'll hit this in a later point down the line as well. There's going to be games where, you're not going to be able to bully teams. Like, their defensive coordinators are going to come into a game plan saying, listen, we're not going to let Zeke beat us. Go beat us with Allen Hurns. And Allen Hurns is going to have to make plays, whether it's a slant, being more of a possession guy. Like, I can see that. I want that from Allen Hurns. I'm hearing that he made a big play down the sideline against Xavier Woods. Like, you want to hear about these things. It's OTAs, I get it. But this is where you're building. So it's good to hear about that. Number 3, Jihad Ward is out there doing a little something. Could he be that Terrell McClain type 1 who we don't need a sack guy. We need a guy who can penetrate against the run. Free up Malik Collins so he doesn't have to play the 1, and there could be a rotation at the 3 with Crawford. Crawford can play some 1, 2, and some end, but I want Jihad Ward to be that guy who against the 1, just a Snacks Harrison type. Maybe not as good as Snacks, but against the run can really be that type of force that I'm telling you, Terrell McClain was extremely underrated against the run, and he never had to come off the field. That's the thing that Rod Marinelli wants. He wants you to be in shape. That's why we don't draft certain players. Vita, even though the Cowboys might have drafted Vita, but he wants D tackles that are in shape. You know, somebody asked me about Hankins, D lineman, big guy. I think it's Jonathan Hankins. But Marinelli wants guys that can get up the field and on the way play the run, and I think Jihad Ward, he's out there making plays. They saying that he's been, you know, a fit for Connor Williams. Now, obviously, Connor Williams, welcome to the NFL rookie, but you know, Jihad Ward needs to be beating him. So I like to hear that. I really, really, really do. So that's number 3. Yeah, that's number 3. All right, number 4. Tavon Austin, he's moving quick, guys. He's in the starting lineup now. They're implementing some things, you know. So Linehan was very political early on, but the fact of the matter is, like I said with Allen Hurns, you're gonna have to get Tavon Austin involved in this scheme, because teams are not gonna let us. Like, we're gonna be able to impose our will on some teams because they just aren't gonna have the personnel to stop us with our offensive line. With the type of player that Ezekiel Elliott is. They just won't have a good enough defense. But there will be teams. Philly, great D-line. The Giants, with Snacks, when they're right, great D-line. There will be teams that won't let us run the ball against them. We're going to have something else that can pop open a defense. He's starting. He's making plays. He's in the starting lineup. Him and Dak doing things. I'm hearing that they lined him up all over the field, even in goal line. Well, down in the goal line area, they had Tavon doing things. I like to hear these things. And now, transition to mini camp, things will really ramp up. We'll get into some situations that I want to hear about Tavon Austin being used in a bunch of different ways. And I want to hear that he's happy and that you know, all of these things. Even though it's OTAs, let's see it. Practice it now so it's not foreign when we get to the season. I like that. I like Linehan doing that. They're coaching for their jobs. You know, you better see something. And number 5, Blake Jarwin. I'm hearing that he's making some plays. I'm hearing that him and Dak kind of on the same page with things. Now, obviously, Dalton Schultz isn't going to get those reps, those first-team reps. But I'm hearing that him and Dak are on the same page. That's encouraging. Somebody has to go up and grab this tight end position. They really, really do. So that's encouraging to hear. So that's my 5 things, guys, that we learned this week. Jaylon, he's still on the mission, guys. Allen Hurns, him and Dak. If he can just be that possession guy, that's really what we need. Just a possession guy. Jihad Ward, we need a 1. Dallas needs a 1. Somebody has to play the one and play stout. So maybe that's Jihad. I'm hearing some good things. Tavon Austin, he's starting. He's in the lineup. You want to hear this thing. You want to hear this coming out. That he looks quick. He looks fast out there. Free up Cole. Free up these receivers if they're worried about him. Let's get Tavon involved, guys. And then Blake Jarwin. So and that leads me to segue, guys. Mini camp next week. Things are gonna ramp up. All right, more 101s. Mini camp is essentially a mini version of what training camp will be. They're going to push these guys hard. I don't know if Leighton will be out there, but the intensity is going to get going. And that's what I'm ready for. I'm ready to get going to training camp, guys. I want to get out there, so help me get out there. Cowboys Session 3 OTAs. It's a wrap. That's my recap. Hope you guys enjoy it. What are you guys hearing? What are you guys seeing out there on the internet. Let me know who you guys watching. Let's talk about it. It's your boy Foots the King. I actually have been working on a really cool Marquez White and Chris Richard video. I've been working on that all week, trying to gather up some nuggets. So you guys be on the lookout for that. That was my music in the beginning of this video. iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Foots times Coles, Foots X Coles. Go support that as well. Obviously the training camp trip, link in the bio. Thank you guys. Peace.